Gremlins. What are they? And where did they come from? About 100 years ago in the 1920s, these creatures were blamed for airplane malfunctions in the Royal Air Force. The term gremlin is a mix of two words, Goblin and Fremlins Ale, the most popular beer among pilots. Gremlins gained popularity during World War II. In 1942, British writer Roald Dahl served in the Royal Air Force and heard various stories about tiny mischievous creatures. He wrote a children's tale called Gremlins, which described little human-like beings living inside airplanes. The manuscript eventually ended up with Walt Disney, who loved the story and planned to make an animated movie. However, due to copyright issues, the idea never came to fruition. In 1943, Roald Dahl released his tale with a print run of 50,000 copies, and Gremlins became well known. In subsequent years, Gremlins gradually appeared in various films, TV series, and projects. One example is the Twilight Zone episode titled Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, where a monkey-like creature attacks a passenger plane. Later, the scene was reshot in the full-length film Twilight Zone, the movie, where John Lithgow played the terrified passenger. In the early 1980s, Chris Columbus, a young and unknown writer at the time, came up with the idea of writing a horror movie script. However, this idea was not intended for sale or to be made into a movie. Chris wanted to showcase his writing skills to land a job as a screenwriter. The script eventually landed in the hands of Steven Spielberg, who immediately bought the idea after reading it.
I'll give you $100 for it.
Initially, Gremlins was supposed to be a serious and blood-soaked horror movie. In a scene where Billy's mom fights the monsters, her head was supposed to be chopped off, and the dog was supposed to be strung up. There was also a scene where the Gremlins consumed customers at McDonald's. However, this scene was later seen in the film Critters. Influenced by Spielberg, Columbus reworked the script, turning it from a dark slasher film to something close to a family movie. Watching Gremlins today gives the impression that the creators were trying to balance between genres. The first half of the movie has a warm and cozy Christmas atmosphere, but when the cute and furry creatures turn into vicious monsters, the movie can easily scare young viewers. However, the humor in the movie leans towards a more mature audience.